very, very nervous, so I just want to share my story with you. Alcohol is a disease that affects any walk of life, any children. I see girls in recovery that are 13, 16 years old. But the point is that girls are here and because you want help, you want change, and that's what Joe's talking about, is you want change, and it can happen. My life today is very, very different than it was 2.5 years ago when I got divorced. And I put myself through 2 marriages where I wanted to break the vicious cycle that we all had. My parents fought like crazy. Police were at our house all the time. My dad punched my mom all the time, broken glass in the morning when I woke up. I apologize for being nervous because talking about this kind of makes me a little bit upset. But I wanted to break that cycle, so when I got married the first time, I shut up. I took crap that I should have never taken. I got pushed around. I got probably more verbally abused than anything I can think of because I didn't want to fight. I didn't want my kids to see that, so I let myself get walked on, and I did the best I could until you kind of get, I know I have inner strength and I got that defiance. Obviously, I've got the disease of alcohol, which gives us that inner strength that, we're not going to put up with everything. So I stayed married for the first time for 8 years. Kids were bigger, easier to move on, so I got a divorce. Met the second man, same situation. I'm just going to be quiet. I got through that divorce. I got through it. I'm not going to take it again. Well, damn it, it didn't happen again. I don't know what it is about me. A stamp on my head that says, don't take good care of this woman. And I'm a good woman. I don't cheat. I got my faults as an alcoholic, liar, cheater, and thief overall. But I did it again, and I made it through the second marriage and 2 more babies for 17 years. And Joe knows my ex-husband. He's not a bad man, but mixed with my inner problems, my children, growing up problems, that disease takes over, and it takes over in a big way. When I got divorced, it wasn't but 1 3-month period where I couldn't get the can of Bud Light out of my hand for nothing. I started doing a little bit of speed. I would do coke if I had it. I managed to keep my job through all of this. I actually gave up daily, minute-to-minute basis. And I still do that because, like I said, my life's not perfect. I don't work as hard as I should. It means I've kind of taken advantage of my bosses. I do work, I get by, but I work a program. I have a big book study that I do on Monday nights, and I have help with that. I say that it's a daily thing. My thinking is what got me here, and that thinking just don't stop. I'm still checking out the guys when they come in, which one looks good for me, And I have to stop, and I have to pause, and I have to say, it's the easiest thing for me to do today is to say, God, you're my best friend, and I'm walking with you, and I need you this very, very minute. I need to walk with you this very minute. Take this, nasty thinking out of my head. Don't let me act on anything, and just help me be the best person that I can be for you today. And it's amazing how in a few minutes I can get over those humps, or those bad thoughts, or promiscuous thoughts, or whatever it happens to be. So I work a program, not a good program. That's why I'm here with Joe. He always seems to bring me right to a center when I need it the most in my life. What else did I want to talk about? Just that it's a daily thing. Walk with God on a daily basis. One thing that gets me through is I've learned all these little quirky things, like one day at a time and all that stuff. My best one is, when I'm thinking something and I'm not sure, and my self-will is rampant. It always is, always has been. That's again why I'm here. If it involves chaos or turmoil of any kind, it's not God's will. If you have to sit there and toy with it, and play with it, and think with it, and wonder, is this what God wants for me? If there's chaos or turmoil, it's not God's will. It's not what He wants for you. So, I guess again, I lost my sponsor recently to relapse, which was tough for me to handle. She had 3 years of sobriety. I have just over 2. She got me those 2 years, and I just couldn't figure out what the fuck happened that you, 3 years later, are drinking. Why? And we're close, and she said, shit just got too heavy. She's living with her mom, and her mom's sick, and she's trying to work and get a job, and
But then you're not working a program, because our program teaches us daily, stay close to God, call your sponsor when you have a problem, talk to somebody when you feel that, you're only an arm length away from that first drink or that first line or that first whatever. Call somebody, call anybody. Just get through that moment. It passes. This too will pass. Another famous saying. It'll pass. And some of the things that I've walked through sober have been incredible. And that's how I like the word. It is now. I used to drink to get through my problems. I go around them because I wake up in the morning, much like my friend that relapsed. She woke up in the morning drunk as a skunk and hungover, and none of her problems are solved. They're right there still, and now she's mad at herself. She's given up 3 years of sobriety. And what was it all for? What, for one drink to just get you around something? We have to learn to walk through everything, good, bad, and indifferent. And we all know life's not perfect. It's far, far, far from perfect. We're gonna have shit thrown at us left and right. Cars break down when you don't want them to. Kids mouthing off and you don't know how to handle it. Short on money all the time. Don't know how you're gonna pay the bills. You gotta walk through it. A drink or a drug or a line ain't gonna fix it. It's just not. You're gonna wake up and that problem is still gonna be there. It's gonna be there heavier than ever. Our self-will is tough. That's the toughest one for me to get over. And I still got that cocky, let me just fix this myself kind of attitude. But the one thing that I can say, and I totally say this is because I went into rehab for a month. I don't think I could have just gone to meetings and been all right. They taught me, to pray, to get that relationship with God, or as you say, your higher power, if you don't believe in God. And I got on my knees, and I guess I say I fake it till I make it. I prayed hard, God, please take this obsession away. Take it away, please. And my brain is saying, I want a drink. And I'm on my knees, and every day and every minute that thought of a drink came up, I got on my knees. God, please take this obsession away. It's no good for me. I can't do it. I don't want to drink. And I did that, and I did it with all my heart, and I get goosebumps when I think about it. It worked. I woke up one day, and I didn't think about alcohol at all. I don't today. I hang around with drunks. I bowl on the bowling league. People are drunk. And I'm finding out after a couple years, I can be just as stupid sober as drunk. And I walk through all of my problems. I have friends that I call. I don't have a sponsor right now, but I'm working on getting one. But the one thing that keeps me going through this is God's never gonna leave me. He's gonna be with me every step of the way as long as I search for Him. When I'm feeling wrong, when I'm feeling down, when I'm doing things wrong, He's not a punishing God. He's not, just because you did something or you thought something bad about someone or called someone a bitch, He's not going to punish you for that. You know you did wrong. All you got to do at the end of the night is get on your knees and say, God, take away those things that I did wrong today and help me be stronger. Help me be stronger. Help me not be that person tomorrow. And when you start feeling selfish, like, why can't I have shit? Why do I always have to struggle? Help someone else. And they think, my cocky attitude through this first year said, help someone else. I can't even help myself. How am I going to help someone else? But there's ways. You can help a person by being in the grocery store and just smiling at a little old lady and say, hey, how you doing today? Help someone with the bag, open a door. It doesn't have to be some grandiose help for this person. You don't have to change their life. But just think of someone else besides yourself. Think of someone else, and it takes and lightens up the problems on you. But if anybody has any questions, or if anybody else needs to talk to somebody, I'll be glad to give you my phone number. I have so much to talk, and my little spastic brain won't focus on any one thing. So I'll just share my story a little bit, and thank you for letting me share.
I had a question for you, Terry. But
Yes. Ask.
it's just one question. Do you have dreams about?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think it's on. I have dreams on a daily, weekly basis about doing drugs, sex, drinking, mostly drinking. And the thing is the obsession's gone, but these dreams keep coming in, and it'll be